Most people think they're just tired, stressed, or not sleeping well. But in many cases, the real cause is something much simpler, and it's happening every single day: excess sugar. Your body has ways of warning you when sugar intake is getting too high. But most of these signs are subtle, easy to ignore, and often misunderstood. And this is becoming more relevant than ever. Modern diets now include significantly higher levels of added sugars than in previous generations, and researchers are increasingly studying how this may influence metabolism, inflammation, and even the balance of gut bacteria. Here on Human Health Archive, we explore the scientific research behind human health, nutrition, and the biological systems that influence how the body functions. Many of the processes we've discussed, including gut microbiome balance and inflammation, may also be heavily influenced by dietary patterns, including sugar intake. And no, this isn't about completely eliminating sugar or labeling foods as bad. The focus is on understanding how consistent, excessive intake may influence biological processes over time. So in the next few minutes, you'll discover 7 signs that researchers often examine when studying sugar intake and metabolic health, and how these signals may be connected to your body's internal balance. To understand these signals, it helps to look at how the body processes sugar. When you consume sugar, your body converts it into glucose, which enters the bloodstream and is used as a primary source of energy. This process is tightly regulated by hormones like insulin. However, when sugar intake becomes consistently high, researchers observe that this regulation can become less efficient over time. In addition, growing evidence suggests that excessive sugar consumption may influence inflammation, metabolic function, and even the balance of microorganisms in the gut, an ecosystem we explored in previous videos. Because of this, scientists often examine subtle physical and metabolic signals that may reflect how the body is responding to long-term dietary patterns. Let's look at 7 of those signals. Sign 1. Constant cravings for sweets. Frequent cravings for sugary foods are often linked to how sugar interacts with reward pathways in the brain. Current neurological research points out that consuming sugar triggers the release of dopamine, a chemical associated with pleasure and reward. Over time, repeated exposure to high sugar foods can blunt this response, meaning the body may start demanding more sugar just to achieve the same feeling. This is why one small piece of sugar often turns into a second, and then a third. Sign 2. Energy spikes followed by crashes. After consuming a large amount of sugar, your blood glucose levels can spike rapidly, prompting a fast release of insulin. This often leads to what scientists call a sugar crash. Clinical observations consistently link these fluctuations to cycles of temporary jittery energy, followed by sudden fatigue. Sign 3. Difficulty feeling full. Emerging evidence suggests that diets high in added sugars, especially fructose, may interfere with hormones involved in satiety. One key hormone is leptin, which normally signals that you've eaten enough. Nutrition experts note that excess sugar may contribute to leptin resistance, making it harder to feel satisfied after meals. Sign 4. Skin changes. Dermatological research frequently explores how high sugar intake may accelerate visible skin changes. Excess sugar molecules can attach to proteins like collagen and elastin in a process known as glycation. This forms compounds called AGEs, which may make the skin less flexible and more prone to irritation over time. Sign 5. Digestive discomfort. As we explored in earlier videos, the gut microbiome plays a central role in overall health. Excess sugar can act as a fast fuel source for certain opportunistic bacteria and yeast in the digestive system. When these populations grow disproportionately, they may crowd out beneficial bacteria. This is where sugar stops being just calories and starts acting as fuel for microbial imbalance. Sign 6. Brain fog or difficulty concentrating. Fluctuations in blood glucose are frequently studied in relation to cognitive performance. Because the brain relies on a steady supply of energy, sharp spikes and drops can disrupt mental clarity. This is often associated with what people describe as brain fog, reduced focus, slower thinking, and difficulty concentrating. Sign 7. Increased fatigue over time. While sugar can provide short bursts of energy, long-term excessive intake is often linked to metabolic inefficiency. When cells are constantly exposed to high levels of glucose and insulin, they may become less responsive over time. This can make it harder for the body to convert food into sustained energy, leading to persistent fatigue. Looking at these signals, one pattern becomes clear. And when you connect them together, energy, digestion, cravings, focus, They all point to the same underlying pattern. These signals are rarely caused by a single food or a single moment, but by consistent habits over time. This is why researchers focus not just on individual nutrients, but on overall dietary patterns. In contrast, diets rich in fiber, whole foods, and plant-based nutrients are frequently studied for their role in supporting metabolic balance and gut health. However, maintaining consistent, balanced nutrition can be challenging in modern lifestyles. Busy routines, processed foods, and hidden sugars in everyday products often make it difficult to maintain ideal dietary patterns. Because of this, some people choose to complement their nutrition with concentrated greens formulas that combine plant nutrients, antioxidants, and digestive support ingredients into a single daily drink. While whole foods should always remain the foundation of a healthy diet, these types of formulas can sometimes serve as a convenient addition for people looking to increase their intake of plant nutrients. If you're curious about one example of a greens formula and the ingredients it contains, you can find more information in the link provided in the description below. And if you'd like to continue exploring how nutrition, sugar, and daily habits influence gut health and inflammation, be sure to check out the other videos here on Human Health Archive.